Greetings, friends. I'm Marc David, founder of the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. Thank you for your time. I'd love to have a conversation with you about body image. Specifically, I'd like to share with you 3 keys to healing an unhappy body image. You probably know this. We live in a time when 90% of women in the USA who are polled report that they're dissatisfied with their appearance. This rejection of the body, by the way, often begins at a very young age. In one study, over 40% of girls under 12 years of age already knew exactly which parts of their body they wish would be different and that they want to change. As you know, an unhappy body image can lead to what? Self-punishment, self-attacking thoughts, lack of confidence, low self-esteem, endless dieting, a challenging relationship with food, and quite frankly, a life that's often half-lived at best. So let's agree that it's time to transform this silent and global attack on body and self. Let's also agree that it's best when we take the power to heal and transform into our own hands. So with that said, here are the 3 keys to healing an unhappy body image. I consider these highly effective practices that you can do and make a big difference for yourself, your clients, or your loved ones. Okay, key number 1, detox your mind. Detoxing your mind means letting go of the toxic false beliefs that create misery and suffering. Detoxing your mind means acknowledging that indeed we have certain beliefs that are like slow-acting poisons, poisons that drain our energy and rob us of our joy. The key toxic belief to let go of right now is this: in order for me to love myself, I must first change my body. When we adopt this belief, we affirm that we won't be happy until some unknown future date. We are silently saying to ourselves, to life, to other people, to the universe, that who I am right now is not the real me, not lovable, and not worthy of acceptance. We're proclaiming that we are unworthy and deficient until our body looks or weighs different. So, no change, no love. No weight loss, no self-acceptance. No weight loss, more self-attack. No ideal body, no peace of mind. Please note that we are the ones who are choosing to make the love of self quite conditional. Conditional love means just that. We place some very specific conditions upon giving our own love and acceptance or withholding it. Check this out. Imagine for a moment, especially if you're a parent, and you said to your 3-year-old child, I'm not going to love you unless you exercise away most of your body fat, you have 6-pack abs and buns of steel. Until then, I'm going to constantly criticize and berate you. Okay, you wouldn't say such things to a human being who matters to you. Why would you say that to yourself? It sounds insane, right? And it is insane. If your friend said to you that they won't love and accept you until you lose 50 pounds, so don't bother calling until then, I'm hoping they won't be your friends any longer. So allow me to share with you an observation that I've made over the last 40 years. Waiting for our body to change to love and accept ourselves never works. Your own observation of yourself or others will likely prove this to you. So, how do you detox your mind of this poisonous belief? Very simple, actually. It's a practice. First, you acknowledge to yourself that you have this toxic belief and that it does not work for you. Then you choose to let go of it, even though you don't know how. So you don't know how to do it yet. Now, there are lots of things that we can choose to learn that we just don't know how to do right now. You might not know how to speak French, but you know you can choose to learn it and then go about finding the right resources. Letting go of a toxic belief is all about choosing to practice catching yourself when you notice that belief taking over. Affirm to yourself that you will choose to be the real you now, today, and not in some future time when your body might look different. In fact, ask yourself, who do I imagine I will be when I have the ideal body? How will I be different? How will I show up in the world? When you answer those questions for yourself, journal that down. Answer those questions, give details, and then your homework assignment is start being that person right now, today. Practice the small baby steps that allow you to be the person today that you imagine you're going to be in the future. So, example, you think you're going to be more confident when you have the ideal body? Be more confident now. Be more outgoing now. Have more fun now. Enjoy your body more now. Have more pleasure now. Be the real you now. I think you get the picture. Let's talk about key number 2. Go on a media-free diet. Going on a media-free diet means first acknowledging that for many of us, the various media that we consume, isn't that an interesting languaging? We consume media. Well, those TV shows, websites, magazines, or social media destinations are often places where we end up doing what? Comparing ourselves to others and coming up short. We compare ourselves to airbrushed people or to human beings who work on sculpting their body 24/7, or to people that we imagine that they have fabulous lives simply because they have a certain kind of body and they show you pictures of their supposedly fabulous life endlessly. The world teaches us to look up to or worship who? Like the reality TV stars, the supermodels, and people who are famous for being famous and accomplish nothing. The world has bombarded us with images that we come to believe as ideals we should aspire to. So all I'm saying is if you constantly consume something, it becomes your daily food and it becomes part of who you are. That's why good nutrition is important. And that's why consuming good media and avoiding the toxic kind can be very interesting, very cleansing, very liberating. We live in a world where so much of our energy and attention is online. It's inside a tiny box. And as best you can, put your valuable time and energy elsewhere when you can. Be creative and be bold and let go of all such media for a month. Give it a try. Substitute it all with what? More connection to body-positive friends, to entertainment that's more gentle on the senses. Watch uplifting documentaries, get outside, be in nature, listen to uplifting music, read educational materials that expand your mind and soul. Have conversations that matter. Key number 3. This is the most important. Practice embodiment. Most people believe that when they finally have the body they want, then they will finally be in their body. Being in our body means I will love it, I'm going to take care of it, I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to do the things that pleasure it, I'll feel good about it, I'll inhabit it, I'll show up in the world, I'll be the real me, I'll move my body, I'll exercise it with a smile and feel lots of energy and a feeling of lightness. My friends, the time to do all that is right now. Embodiment, being in our body, occupying it, inhabiting it, happens now. Think of it this way. Have you ever known someone who moves through life as if they're living in their head and the body is simply a vehicle to carry their head around? That would be what disembodiment could look like. Many of us have been there or gone through phases of being out of our body in this way, or we're living this way and waiting for weight loss to somehow just magically pull us out of that place. Headline news: weight loss does not equal embodiment. People of all sizes and all shapes can either be in their body or they could be disembodied or somewhere in between. In fact, I have found it to be nearly impossible, and I mean this, to have sustained weight loss, natural weight loss, if a person is not in their body, embodied. The best way to achieve our natural weight and keep it there, the easy way, is to be in the body regardless of what it weighs. So, how do we embody? It's a daily practice. A lot of people don't want to practice, but it's a practice. And it's all about baby steps. Each day, find little ways to be in your body that you know you can enjoy. This can look like taking a walk, taking some deep breaths outside, enjoying nature, cooking a nourishing meal, being present when you eat, enjoying music, dancing, doing any kind of movement or exercise that you actually enjoy, not exercising so you can lose weight. Embodiment can mean any kind of self-care, body care, taking a bath, getting some touch, giving some touch, stimulating any of your senses in an enjoyable way. Feel the sun on your face. Enjoy the clothes you wear. It's being aware of how you are sitting or standing, so much more. Bottom line is this: being in your body is a fundamental and necessary key to healing an unhappy body image and helping your body shift into its most natural weight and its most natural metabolism. So your job is to get off the sidelines of life and put yourself in the body you were born with. If you don't want the body you have, it's unlikely that you'll ever have the body you want. Start with what you have and with where you're at right now. Really, that's how any great journey begins, my friends. I hope this was helpful for you.
Hey friends, we're so happy that you've joined us for another episode of The Psychology of Eating with Marc David. Are you loving these episodes? Then simply subscribe and you'll never miss an episode again. We'd also love it if you'd leave us a comment below so we can hear more about your own journey with food and body. And if you're curious about what we offer at the Institute for the Psychology of Eating, including our internationally acclaimed coach certification training that's rooted in dynamic eating psychology and mind-body nutrition, please head on over to our website, psychologyofeating.com. Until next time, take care, and remember, having the body you want starts with loving the body you have.